All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. It is our weekly workshop. We are back again. This week, we have Xavier Wu and his team here with us. They are the creators of a game called Soda Crisis that can be found on Steam. I'm actually just going to drop the link down on here for you guys in the chat so you can see that. At any time during our conversation, if you have a question about Xavier and his team and what they did to make Soda Crisis, just pop it on in here and we'll make sure we get that question answered. But it's really always awesome to bring in developers who are creating content, who are doing what they say they always wanted to do, building those games and putting them out there. And it's always wonderful to learn from experience. And regardless of what you think of the game or you know what how your feelings are, it's always important to see the process behind it and to see what lessons they learned and how you can execute those lessons during your own pursuit of becoming a game developer, so you can apply that and just save yourself a lot of pain and trouble, because that's pure wisdom right there. So Xavier, thank you for being a part of this. I really appreciate this.
Hello, everybody. I'm
so
very glad to be here.
so Xavier, let's just like start off by let's take a look at your trailer of Soda Crisis
Okay.
so people can get an idea of what this game was all about. And if you do a share screen at the very bottom, um, there is a tab that says share your computer audio, and it will share your computer audio
Can
as
you
well.
see that?
Yeah, we can see
I've
it.
already
Yep.
clicked it.
Yep.
Okay. Is it on?
It is on.
Okay.
Man, that's an incredibly clean game. So much polish.
Thank
Ammo systems, UI systems. Look at everything. That's beautiful. It looks like a hidden gem in the Steam store. Like, this is something that should be like speed run every single week at GDQ. That's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. So beautiful. Here, could you drop that link into the chat, Xavier? So if people want to, they can play it themselves as well, because
Okay.
uh like that's absolutely incredible. Like that's mind-blowing. Of course, the link of here is up here as well, so if you want to, you can play the game or you can download it, test it out. Xavier, we're gonna have a lot of questions about this game, and everyone's already asking, did you make the art yourself? It looks amazing. Da, 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 da. So Xavier, let's start off by saying, so
Okay.
how did you get into this world of game development to build something like this?
Um. I This is actually my first commercial project
Mhm,
I've got involved into.
mhm,
Um, I know the producer before I graduated from my graduate school, uh, because we had game jams before
mhm,
several times. Um, and one day, one day when I was still in school, he just told me that he's making a game in Bilibili, and he asked me a few questions about the demo he sent me. He sent me a demo, and I played it, and we talked about it, and um, then I asked him if I can get into his this group to work with him, and several days later he told me that I can send a resume to him.
Wow.
And after I graduated from my uh, I graduated, I just got into this game studio. Yeah.
So you met the producer through a game jam.
Yes, he's my how do you say that? The uh co colleague? No.
Colleague?
The student who is with you in the school,
Uh-huh.
and he's a grade older than you. I'm sorry, I'm not
No, no, no,
a
no,
native
absolutely.
English.
Yeah, we totally understand. Wow, that's awesome. So then you got into this. This was the
Yeah.
first commercial game that you guys worked on then, or was there another one before that?
He had Jeff Chen is the producer of this game, and he
Mm-hmm.
has already made a game when he was in the school.
Mm-hmm.
When he was studying for his master's degree, he
Mm-hmm.
had a mobile game called uh, Red. I don't know, Flaming Core. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Mm-hmm.
game called Flaming Core.
Mm-hmm.
He made it during his graduate school, and it was quite successful back then. I don't know if any of you have heard of that game. Um, and then he just left that studio, his teacher host, and he come out and started this Soda Crisis project.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and this
Wow.
Soda Crisis project has begun, I believe, since about 2015, when
Mm-hmm.
he is still in the how do you say that, the university,
Mm-hmm.
when he's studying for the bachelor degree. He
Mm-hmm.
already made a demo, looks pretty like this one.
Right.
I think I can find it. Oh, I can't find it. uh, there's a video. If you're looking at the screen share, I
Mm-hmm.
think you
Yeah.
can see that it's a it's a it's a version of this game.
Mm-hmm.
When he was still a student, he made this demo.
I gotcha.
I'll show you this one.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So this is probably the second
Gosh,
uh,
it's so good.
remade re-
It's
remake of this
so
game.
clean. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah, it's very stunning.
Jeez.
This demo is made in 2019. This is the second version of this game,
Oh
actually.
my
He
goodness.
already made it graduate design, graduate project in
Mm-hmm.
the bachelor degree state, and this is the master degree. Uh,
Jeez. Like this is
design.
incredible because this is like Nintendo quality, like Q&A passing the standards because this is just stunning.
Yes,
So
actually,
beautiful.
I didn't talk to him, even though I know him a long ago
Mm-hmm.
before, but we didn't talk much. But I am really impressed by his works, because our teacher,
Mm-hmm.
we are in the same university, and our teacher showed his projects
Mm-hmm.
during the class, and I am very impressed by his these demos he made.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Incredible, incredible work. And this was all done in Unity. What
Yes.
was this like version 2018, 2017 that this was done in, or was it even done earlier than that?
This is the 2019 version, I
2019? Okay,
believe.
okay.
Yeah.
Incredible,
Mm,
incredible. So how long did Soda Crisis take before you guys could release it?
uh,
Lisa pakai MC.
when he just when he got into the like commercial project state of this game development.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 2019, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he started to take this project seriously. Started want to make it onto the Steam store, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And since then, it probably 3 years
Okay.
uh, we made the complete game together.
Okay. And how many people are on Team Soda that help make that?
It's about 8 on average, because we have people come in and leave. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and in the peak we have 14 people. Yeah,
And were these all
when
people
it
at
was
one
most.
studio, or were you guys working from home? Like, how was that organized?
We are in the same studio. We're in the same place,
Mm-hmm.
an office
Mm-hmm.
in Shanghai,
Okay.
and
Okay.
we all work there. Yeah.
Awesome. Incredible. And so you all used this. What, as far as your team, what was it composed of? Was it like multiple programmers, artists? Like how many people? What hands were on deck on this?
Okay, I let me think
Sure.
about
Sure.
it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the we have this producer Jeff Chen. He's a designer and he's a programmer. He write a lot of code, and he's
Mm-hmm.
also a technical artist, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can, as you can see in the previous demo videos, he already have a very stunning graphical looking of the game. He's very strong at these aspects of game development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Jeff Chen, and we have about three 3D artists in our team,
Mm-hmm.
and I am a programmer, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a designer.
Mm-hmm.
And I also make some 3D models and animations in this project. Yeah,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
and we have a professional programmer. He joined us later in the project,
Mm-hmm.
about 2 years. When we have developed for 2 years, he joined us. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
great. That's great.
That
Wow.
that's that's the people we have. Yeah.
So one of our students, someone asked, so the art was made specifically for this game then? And like
Yes.
all the artists
We
were,
have
oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
we have almost no stock footage in
Mm-hmm.
this game, I
Mm,
think.
incredible, incredible. So I'm curious, what rendering pipeline did you guys use to get that beautiful look? Is that HDRP? Are you guys using
No, it's the
what?
built-in. It's the built-in
What?
pipeline. Yeah, we
Really?
tried to switch to the HDRP
Uh-huh.
pipeline, but
Uh-huh.
then all of the shaders
Yeah.
are broken, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
had we have to give it up because
Uh-huh.
we don't want to rewrite those shaders.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wow. Well, that looks incredible, just with the standard. I mean, it kind of just goes to show you how good you can make this look if you really want to push it, right? Um,
Yes.
that's nuts. So you went with the 2.5D look. You got these amazing parallax backgrounds that kind of give you depth, and you can go further behind it. Um, what about the characters? Like how did you guys come up with that? And more importantly, how about you tell us the story about Soda Crisis itself?
Mm, about the character, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. So what is the story behind Soda Crisis? Because the characters are interesting, but
Oh,
what is it?
oh,
What is Soda Crisis
the
specifically?
the world settings
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a it's a very stupid story we have. Mm, yeah, it's w- at first we just wanted to be like very like a very we want it to be funny because we have these cute characters, so we have to come up with a very stupid story like uh, when this character, this main role, the hero, he at first he's a experimental subject in a research lab kind of place, and he has he does this uh, a training every day,
Mm-hmm.
and he got a cola, a iced how do you say that,
Mm-hmm.
a nice iced
Yep.
cola
Yep. You got it.
after he finished his daily training, and one day the he didn't get that kind of cola, and he just go crazy and he wants to drink that thing, and after he just break through all of the securities of this research lab, the head of the lab says um, all of the cola on the earth is stolen by the aliens.
Nice.
So yeah, so he have to try to fight those aliens and get the cola back on the earth. And after we come up with this stupid story, we started to like designing how why is it happening?
Mhm.
Why does the alien want to steal all of the cola from Earth? And we have a lot of like sci-fi settings just grow up from this idea, and we come up with another planet, which is it has a natural resource which is cola, and and uh, and there is a group of alien is uh, who is very thirsty about cola, and they just travel through all of the planets to rob cola from all of these cola planets, and uh, so they destroyed one planet, and the one of them just found a way to defeat these uh, aliens, and they have no time to before their planet collapse. So they send out like arc ship, and the arc ship came to Earth, uh, and they
Oh,
somehow built this research lab, and like train the hero
right, right.
to somehow lure the alien come to lure the alien to the Earth, like so they yeah, so they created cola on the Earth,
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah,
So it,
yeah,
it
all of
seems
this
like it
funny
was
thing.
like you guys took like a piece of paper and wrote the craziest ideas that you could possibly come up with, and then you just started
Yeah.
pulling it out and telling the story even further than that. I mean, that's incredible. I love
Yes.
the idea. It's so creative. Um,
Yeah.
wow. So you got this. So now you play. Is this like a protection droid or an alien that's protecting Earth from these Cola invading alien masterminds?
It's actually only the all of the other facilities on the Earth probably trying to protect
Mm-hmm.
the Earth from being robbed by the alien.
Mm-hmm.
But the only hope is our hero,
Mm-hmm.
because he is the solution that the the Cola planet came up with. Uh, so uh, yeah, in the story, the only solution is the hero. So
Mm, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's
Um,
it.
Brant Lee had a great question. So localization, like how did you guys deal with localization?
We have the localization. We have a localization team.
Mm,
In the later later period of our development. Uh, and we had a demo in the like middle of our development
mhm,
lifetime. So at that time, we don't have much resource, but we just packed all of those texts and we send it out to uh, people who
mm,
does it for professionally.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
and I did the English translation
mhm.
first. Yeah,
Awesome, awesome. So you guys are knee deep in working on this. Jeff is bringing in this demo that's got a whole bunch of just like the base concepts down, and then there's on average 8 of you, at a peak 14 of you, grinding on this, building this. What was your favorite
yeah.
part about this process? Like what inspired you to go into work and work on this game?
Uh, Let me think about it. Uh, the most fun part of making this game, I think, is the former part when we have to test out what kind of props in the scene that we want to use, like uh, a saw trap,
Hmm.
like like this conveyor conveyor belt, like something like that. We tested it out and um, build some little demos that uh, shows the potential of those little props. That's the part I enjoy most, I think. Uh, and we when we have these props and we just start to like build the real when we start to build the real levels, it's just like you can easily forget about time because you can just put uh, everything like make the level longer and longer
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, uh, that
When it
yeah.
comes to that, it's interesting you say that. Like, did you often have to like step back, play the level, have other people come in and QA test, do the agile methodology of testing, to see if you were making it too long or too short, or it just wasn't entertaining anymore? Like, what was there any like checks and balances during that point?
Yeah, we have about three people.
Mhm,
Me, Jeff, and another designer. We all make some levels, and we just make a part in the earlier stage of our development. We Each of us will make some of the levels that we think is interesting, and we play each other's uh, levels, and we just uh, we don't decide whose levels will go into the real game
mhm,
uh, at first. Yeah. So all of us are thinking differently now. Like uh, my levels are tendly to likely to be very hard for them.
mhm, mhm. I
And
gotcha.
yeah, so and some of we all have different thoughts about this game. So uh, in the first stage, we just play each other's, and in the later stage of the development, we have to make the game like longer. So we have to make this work more predictable. Uh, so all of the levels are mostly made by one person,
Mm,
uh, who is called Alex in our team. So and he makes some level, and we all of our team member will play it, and we also invite other people who likes um, platformer games and to play our game and give their feedbacks.
Mm.
Uh, that's how we work, and yeah, that's how we work. Yeah.
That's awesome. Were there any like major? Usually, you predict a game, you're like, "Oh, it's going to be easy," and then there's this like roadblock where you're like, "I didn't expect this one thing to be so incredibly difficult to fix." Was there anything like that in this game, or was everything just kind of smooth all the way through?
It's not smooth at all. I think. Yeah. Uh, at first, it's just a shooter game,
Hmm.
but just you create a bullet in the game world and it flies to the enemy and just kills the enemy. But uh, that's not fun actually. So we started to like uh, branch out what kind of game this little demo can grow into, and
Hmm.
we tried several probabilities. Like we tried a roguelike version of this game, and that's the first thing Jeff made. It's I like some equipment system
Hmm.
that you can pick up all of these add, add-ons to your character, and that's the first version. And we built upon that system actually in the later iterations of this game. Um and we just found out making roguelike is very hard for us because we have to make the like map generator and all of those. We are not confident enough to make this game, this roguelike version of the game, being fun. So
Hmm.
we started to try like putting those props, putting those add-ons, buffs in throughout the game, linear game experience, and uh, that starts to become like at first you have this you just put the roguelike props into the game and you play it through, it feels weird. So we want to make the weapon and the props being able to be changed like a equipment, like a
Hmm.
item system, and we have to like adapt the system to meet the like installing and uninstalling features.
Hmm.
So all of these iterations actually is very painstaking, I think. Um, yeah, uh, and in the like the final stage of our development, actually, I think the item system is what we settled down last, actually,
Hmm.
um, because it's we always we always find something that we want to adjust. Like at first we have three. You can equip. You can get four weapons in the whole game, and we found that is actually in that version you can change the weapon all the
Hmm.
time, and somehow we found that that's not very interesting
Hmm.
in the process, and we changed it into like you can have all of those like 10 weapons you can choose from, and you can only uh, equip them on the checkpoint, like something like that.
Ah.
Yeah, every time we change it, it's a lot of code to rewrite.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, yeah, so
Wow.
it's not smooth at all. Yeah.
I haven't yet met one person who said, "Oh, the game was an easy thing to do. It took us no time at all, no bumps whatsoever." If there was something you could add into the game that you missed, would there be something else that you would have liked to include into it?
Uh, Let me think about it. Mm, for our game, I think uh, maybe it's it's hard to tell. Some more modes like like I do really want to make a roguelike mode actually, but we didn't make that. Uh, Maybe we'll have a chance to make it in the future. Roguelike mode and like uh, we are planning to make some moddable feature into this game. Uh, but now we are still working on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and give us an idea of like, okay, the game length. Is it a 3 hour experience, an 8 hour experience, bosses,
We
levels? What do you think for an average player?
uh, we expected it to be like 8 hour experience, but actually it came out to be like 3 or 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, we, it's very strange. Like when you're testing the game, all of the participants are you cannot uh, you cannot guarantee to have a very accurate uh, feedback from uh, the small tests you hold. So yeah, that's very strange.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I gotcha. Um, and now that this is done, what's next on Team Soda's radar?
uh, I think we're experimenting on a top-down shooter game
Mm-hmm.
for now, and we also have two people working on the uh, Steam Workshop features of Solar Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What is that
what we're
specifically?
doing.
What is that?
Uh, like a level editor.
Mm.
We
Oh,
want to
really?
make players to make their content
Mm.
so that this is because why we should why we want user generated content because uh, the game just uh, is not as long as we expected it to
Mm.
be.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Mm-hmm.
want to make it uh, play longer.
Mm-hmm.
So we really need this play like user generated content feature. Yeah.
You know, it's funny you say that because I don't see anybody playing Mario anymore. What I see people do is they play the Mario game,
Create,
yeah, Mario Creator, and they make the
yeah.
levels that are absolutely impossible to beat, and they show playbacks of that, and it's just insane how incredibly skilled some people are. But that's like the next level of, taking a game that's got solid foundations and just going ballistic with it and really impressing everybody with it.
Yeah. The
Um,
players, they always have very amazing creativity
mhm,
when it
mhm.
comes to level editing.
Um, so I have another question is, okay, so you caught the eye of Jeff while you were doing a game jam. What specifically was it that got him interested in wanting to work with you and got you into this area?
Uh, I don't I don't really know actually.
Mhm,
I showed some of my work, my personal like mini games and some little demos I made. Uh, I recorded some video of the game I made, and I show it to him, and probably that make him like uh, start make him know more about what I can do. Like I can do some coding, and I can design some game mechanics. So maybe that attracts him.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So for the people who are on here who are doing, who are studying Unity and learning Unity, um, what do you think is some of the most important things that they should learn how to do that would really impress a guy like Jeff?
Oh, let me think about it. Uh, I think the most important thing to attract someone like that is uh, you just you just make some demos. You make some of your thoughts into something real, something that you can play.
Hmm.
Uh, that really that's really a strong evidence of what you're capable of. I think
Hmm.
that talks most loudly.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. When you make these demos, do you prefer? Do you think it's better to have it on an actual gameplay, or do you think YouTube is good enough? Like, what is your thought about that?
Uh, Sorry,
Showing like,
I didn't.
is it better to let people play the game or show them video of people playing the game?
I think both are useful. I
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
uh, if you can show the people a video or a video that other people playing your demo, that shows the video of your game. It shows like it shows the gameplay like in the video, and it also shows the uh, graphics of your game, and you can hide some of those like uh, those short features like
Hmm.
those features you didn't do good. You can hide it in the video. That's the that's the advantage of the video.
Hmm.
And when you're showing a people who is playing your game uh, in the video, and others who is watching this video, they will understand what people are going to like react to your game. That's also very like a interesting
Hmm.
information of
Hmm.
what you're capable of. And
Okay.
I think it's also important to let the people who really play your game. That's the that's what games supposed to work. Like
Hmm.
you have to play it to understand what is it. I think.
Absolutely. And for everyone out there who is making a game, you also got to be really open to taking criticism because you
Yeah.
play, just like Xavier said, his levels tend to be harder than the other three. And that isn't a negative criticism, that it's just an observation, but somebody who is really attached to their work may take it as criticism. When you guys are publishing your games and you're getting people to play test, we were talking to a scrum master a couple weeks ago, and he said, specifically, if someone gives you a critique, you say thank you for your information, and you write that down. You never correct them. You never say, well, your opinion is wrong, or well, what about this? Like, that's the worst thing you can do, because then they'll never give you a real opinion after that. You
Yeah.
take their criticism, you take their critique, you log it, and you see which one comes up the most. And then you could see a log of all the critiques that you get. And if you find that everybody is saying your game is too hard or your game is not long enough, then only then do you say, all right, well, now I know this isn't just me building a game that some people just don't get. it is a consensus that my work needs to change in order to capture the most people, because in the end, like, if you're not doing that, you're not going to make the sales that you want. You have to be able and be willing to take that criticism, take that 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 information, and kind of put that ego aside and say, all right, I now I need to make the game easier, or now I need to make the game longer, and I just need to just do it because everyone is telling me that if I did it, it would be more successful, and ultimately that's how you're going to keep the business running. Let's see. Ryan just asked a good question. How important is the story, in your opinion, to make a effective game?
Mm, I think I think it's quite important. Uh, like, and I believe that game is. I watch it on the YouTube, and I believe this opinion about game. Game is about the first thing is about challenge. It gives you a challenge, and it gives you feedback. It makes you feel like you have accomplished something. And the third thing is fantasy. So the story is really about fantasy. Like, if you're just watching a bunch of numbers on the screen and they have a very interesting mechanics between each other, like you increase this number and you decrease that number, like something like that, you won't think that's a very interesting game. But that's actually all of those games are. But you have to, when you have a skin on it, it just become more interesting. You can like, it's like magic. You can start to imagine what's behind the graphics. Like, even if it's just a pixelized little sprite, you can start to imagine something is behind this image, behind these numbers, and you just fill out the world with your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
That's really important to game, I think.
Absolutely. Um, so everybody, just so that you know, they can. Is there a demo for Soda Crisis, or I see a download code RI demo on
Yes,
Steam?
there is a demo that you can play
Mm-hmm. And
for
then
free.
it looks like right now there's a sale going on for Demo Crisis between. Oh, sorry, the sale already ended. It was it ended on the 16th, and today's the 19th. Oh well, guys, but you can hop on over to this particular link and take a look at this game, and see if it's something that you would want, because I look at this game, and there's just so much about it that, at least for me, I say, dang, graphically incredible. There's this a look about it, there's a feel about it, there's just it's totally fluid, it plays really well. You guys did incredible work behind this. Um and if you guys want, hop on over and give it a play and give it a go, and it should be, it's a great game to knock out this weekend, and experience it and see how you like it. And it's also awesome to see just games built in Unity being published onto Steam, published onto everywhere, that look this good. It's always super impressive, especially considering that this is standard, guys. This is not no HDRP version. This is what you can do with just a standard look, standard shader, standard. Is this using the regular GI system?
uh, Actually,
Yeah,
I don't remember if
yeah.
we
Is it
turned
like,
it off.
yeah?
We baked all of those
Yeah.
GIs into
Okay.
the
Okay. Yeah.
thing.
So
I
so
think it's the native.
So yeah,
GI, I
this is
think.
like native stuff, guys. This is like reflection probes, light probes, baking your scene, and making sure all the dynamic
Yes.
elements inherit the light information as it's going through the game. This isn't, you know, custom built engine stuff. This is what you can do built in with Unity with some really strong talent backing it up and pushing it beyond it. So you guys can definitely see what is possible in this engine. One more question we had was um, why do most game developers not publish to Linux?
We didn't publish the Linux actually. uh, uh, for us, we are a very small team, and we don't really have those very much resources to test on Linux, and none of us know how to work in Linux actually. Uh,
Mm,
I, I I I personally have a Linux laptop. I try to learn to test stuff in Linux, but I'm not very confident about like will this build work in Linux. I'm not confident enough to put it on a game store.
mhm,
Like,
mhm.
yeah,
Oh.
it's
Well, you
very
know,
hard.
so just reading this, and you guys can see the chat, and I'll just read this out. Like these are the reviews
Okay.
it's getting. This is what I call a hidden gem. The official trailer has less than 2,000 views, but it's fast paced, crisp controls, different play styles. It sounds great. Another person said that if you wondered what it would like to play Ori, platforming mixed with my Hotline Miami shooting and Sunset Overdrive aesthetics, this is the game. They Another guy said ran, shot, died, upgraded, repeated. 9 out of 10 will play again. If you like Mega Man, Super Meat Boy, Contra, or anything like these games, give this one a shot. Everyone on this is saying it's incredible. Metal Slug beats my friend Pedro. Um, Cute characters, graphic styles. Been playing for 3 hours and so far been completely immersed in what he's been playing with. So overall, guys, highly positive reviews. Really, everyone who's been playing it loves it, and we're just really happy that you guys were able to hop online, tell us how this game came about, and give us a little insight about the development of this. And of course, we know we really do appreciate having you on here and giving us some information. We definitely want to put this up on the YouTube channel so people can see this, because this is a hidden gem that not enough people have looked at, and they need to give it a shot. Is there any other anything you would like to leave before we end this meeting, so that any last words, any other things that you'd like to say?
Okay. I think you definitely, if you're interested, definitely check out our free game. It's called Snake Force.
Absolutely. Do you want
Uh,
to pull up a quick screenshot of that?
yeah, I'll um I'll show it. This is the Snake Force. Uh, and I'm playing the trailer on my
Okay.
screen share. Yeah, and I send the link in the chat. Um, yeah, definitely check out this little mini game that we make. And I apologize for my English. I'm not
Oh,
a,
no, no worries,
a
man.
native English speaker, so it it's it's sometimes very hard for me to really tell what am I thinking. So apologize for that.
Oh, no worries, not at all. And I know a while back when we first started talking, you gave us some codes, and I'm going to just drop these two onto the chat. So there's
Okay.
two codes that you guys can use. Whoever gets it first gets it first. Um, to add in to download Soda Crisis. So whoever gets those codes, I hope you have fun with it and have a blast. And for everyone else, this was incredible. And Xavier and your team, thank you for taking the time to hang out with us and talking to us. And we really do appreciate you hopping online and explaining Soda Crisis to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here.
Awesome.